an imperative strategy towards circularity.
Welcome to the 2022 Procurement Summit, being brought to us by, of course, the Government Procurement Policy Board, Technical Support Office, or the GPPBTSO. Summit for fiscal year 2022 centers on exploring innovative and sustainable
I'm happy to share with you that we have curated a two-day event beginning with a plenary discussion that will open our perspectives to the immense role of public procurement as an imperative strategy towards circularity.
Welcome to the 2022 Procurement Summit, being brought to us by, of course, the Government Procurement Policy Board, Technical Support Office, or the GPPB-TSO. Summit for fiscal year 2022 centers on exploring innovative and sustainable products and services as the government upscales its business processes with emphasis on protecting the environment by buying green. There will be technical sessions on innovative and sustainable public procurement. There will also be an exhibit that showcases products and services offered by various suppliers.
This summit hopes to stress the importance of exploring innovative and sustainable products and services as the government upscales its business processes with an emphasis on protecting the environment.
We as a nation, together with the rest of the world, soon realize that this health crisis has brought us challenges but also opportunities. The pandemic pushed us to adopt, innovate, and more importantly, rethink the way we do things. And this cannot be truer in the realm of government procurement. And what better way to usher in this inspiring optimism by bringing together procurement stakeholders in this summit with the theme Building Stronger Supplier Relationships Towards Innovative and Sustainable Public Procurement.
The circular economy is not a new thing. When we look at nature, there is no waste. We don't need waste. Circular economy in nature means that everything is reused, that everything is decomposed, that there is a multiple use of resources in nature. So we have to just start to act accordingly. I think then nature is our best guide.
I think it's about time for us to really look at it from the point of view, what can we actually do now and tomorrow? And I think that's what we are doing at the GPPB-TSO. We have been pushing, but also at the same time realizing that small wins do help.
So if we can recognize all these, what we call consumer information, third-party verified, okay, this would really help the procuring entities identify green products.
And so I would suggest take it stepwise and go with more ambitious requirements over the years.
Esteemed guests and participants, whether present here at the venue or joining us online, Kindly take your seats. The program is set to begin in a few seconds.
Procurement is responsible procurement. So let's keep that in mind. And let's take off from there. Diba? Green procurement is responsible procurement.
And we in the Government Procurement Policy Board Technical Support Office cannot thank you all enough for journeying with us in solidarity and trust towards this very challenging but immensely fulfilling mission. Indeed, as we say in the GPPB, so together we can make things happen.
May we ask everyone to rise and join us in the singing of the Philippine National Anthem. Please remain standing and join us in a moment of solemn prayer. May we, in reverence, stand before the divine presence. We thank you for everyone gathered. We ask you for your blessing and guidance so that the activities set for this undertaking be successful. We ask you to open our eyes to see the wonderful things from this event. We also ask you open our ears so that we may retain valuable knowledge. Open our minds cooperation, and peace in fulfilling our responsibilities. Open our hearts so that we may receive your everlasting love. Open our spirit that we may know that you are with us all throughout the day. We ask this in the name of Jesus Christ. Amen. Swerte naman ni Sir Remy. Wait a minute. Will he still accept or give it away? Give chance to others? Ano ba? You want to give it away? You want to share? Oh, God bless your soul, Remy. God bless you. Thank you so much. That's the spirit of Christmas. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you so much, Mr. Remy. Now, okay. I don't know why most of them are not present, but okay, let's stop our raffle for now. Again, we have a couple of more sets of raffle winners to be announced later. So stand by for that. And again, they may claim, yes, ma'am, Sir Remy, you can claim your prizes later at the GPPB TSO booth outside, just beside the exhibit area. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I shall be introducing this year's guest of honor, same as last year. One of her top agenda is to promote efficiency and sustainability in the public procurement process, as well as to further professionalize procurement practitioners. Her energy and drive for continuing reforms in procurement and budget management serves as encouragement to the GPPB, procurement stakeholders and development partners to efficiently study, plan, and implement reforms and amendments in the procurement law. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome here on stage the Secretary of the Department of Budget and Management and the Chairperson of the GPPB, the Honorable Amena F. Pangandaman.
Thank you. Okay. To our GPPB TSO Executive Director, Attorney Rowena Candice Ruiz, and our PSDBM Executive Director, Attorney Dennis Santiago, to our senior officials from various government agencies and fellow public servants, World Bank Senior Procurement Specialist, Mr. Dominic Aumentado, and our other stakeholders. Guests, ladies and gentlemen, good morning. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I am very honored and delighted to welcome all of you to this year's Procurement Summit, where we strengthen collaborations and networks among procuring entities, suppliers, contractors, and consultants to help level the procurement needs of the government with the local market. This year, we take our Procurement Summit to the next level, guided by our theme, Building a Cadre of Procurement Professionals as Catalysts for Innovation and Competitiveness. And this is very timely as we continue to push for the enactment of a stronger Government Procurement Reform Act, one that is more attuned to the changing times and responsive to the evolving needs of our people. In line with the government's bureaucratic efficiency and digital transformation agenda, we will leverage the adoption of digitalization and innovation in the new GPRA to make public procurement more efficient and transparent. I also encourage everyone, especially GPPB TSO, PSDBM, and our procurement practitioners to make use of data science and data analytics to ensure that our policies are done and prepared, executed based on facts and are data-driven. Under its system of accountability, we will ensure the professionalization of procurement officials. In fact,
We will strengthen the institutional framework of the GPPB and GPPB TSO to align its organizational structure and staffing with the technical and administrative support needed to implement all the procurement reforms in the bill. And this procurement summit will take us one step closer to our vision of forging our path toward excellence and competitiveness. I am excited to share that in this two-day summit, we will have a procurement clinic for our stakeholders, as well as an exhibition of innovative products and services, including booths from the GPPB TSO team and PhilJeps. And for the first time, we have partnered with state universities and colleges in our campaign for the professionalization of procurement system, anchored on the results of the methodology for assessing procurement systems, or MAPS, initiative spearheaded by the World Bank and the Development Assistance Committee. We have likewise curated several breakout sessions for procuring entities, civil organizations, MSMEs, and contractors, true to our pursuit of an open government. As you can see, the GPPB TSO has been doing its best to realize its vision to become a center of excellence for an innovative, responsive, and sustainable public procurement system. To our dear stakeholders, I hope you will join us in reinforcing a procurement system that will bring us closer to our goal of a new Philippines, one where the government is trusted by the very people it has sworn to serve. Thank you again for your service and congratulations on your 5th Procurement Summit. Mabuhay ang GPPB TSO. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you very much, GPPB Chair and DBM Secretary Amena Pangandaman. You explained the theme so clearly to us, and I am sure our participants are very eager to find out what GPPB has prepared this year. And on that note, it's time to hear from our keynote speaker today. She is the Executive Director V5 of the Government Procurement Policy Board, Technical Support Office. Please join us here on stage and welcome her, Attorney Rowena Candice M. Ruiz.
Everyone. I want to, of course, thank our very own Secretary, Amina Pangandaman, for a wonderful welcome message. I also want to first appreciate, everybody present, especially our partners. We have, of course, DBM officials. We have Yusik Sasa, Yusik Margo, and Asik Rolly. Thank you so much for coming. We also have PS Executive Director Dennis Santiago. Good morning, sir. Thank you for coming. Our GBPB members, madami po kayo. I will not mention all, but thank you so much. We also have our World Bank partner, Mr. Doji Aumentado. Thank you so much, and team. We also have with us, we're very grateful, our CSU representative, ma'am. Good morning po for joining us this morning. We also have with us from the Philippine Contractors Association, Mr. Barry Paulino. Thank you, sir. And of course, Procurement and Supplies Institute of Asia, Charlie Villaseñor. Good morning, sir. And all of our stakeholders from the supplier side, contractor side, consultants, and of course, CSCs and our procuring entities. A pleasant morning to everybody. I think it goes without saying that procurement is very, very important. I don't think there could ever be any development in any country if procurement is not used as an important strategic leverage. A lot of people look at procurement merely as a transaction. We at the Government Procurement Policy Board and Technical Support Office wishes to really take it to the next level. We have to make procurement more strategic and innovative. It has to be something that we consciously work on so that we can deliver public services. I think we've heard many times over how procurement is connected to poverty reduction, increasing the level of education of any country, improving transportation, and essentially the delivery of public services. And this is what we wish to really work on in the Government Procurement Policy Board and Technical Support Office. And for us to be able to do that, I'm very, very grateful with the very able leadership of our secretary. We have pushed for the amendment of RA 9184. And at the heart of this is really the inclusion of professionalization. What does it mean when we talk about professionalization? In the proposed bill, we are really pushing to make sure that we have as our theme today says building really a cadre of procurement professionals. We will not only be embodying the principle of professionalization, but we will be including, as our secretary mentioned there, the institutionalization of procurement as a profession. So there will be a certification and competency framework that will be implemented. And in the future, our procurement professionals will not just be admin officers in government. You will be licensed procurement professional. Ito po yung gusto naming ma-achieve natin sa ating one of the inclusions in the proposed bill amending RA 9184. And we can never do that without the support of our partners. Kayo pong lahat kasama natin to make sure that we will actually go there, no? Yung pong pagsasabatas is only a very first step. Umpisa pa lang po yan ng ating pagbubuno at ng ating pakikibaka para po talagang ma-professionalize natin. Maganda rin po ang sinabi ni Secretary Mina earlier about using data science. No? For us to really be able to ensure that our procurement professionals are well-equipped, hindi lamang po enough yung training. Kaya po tayo, gagawin natin siyang isang professional because we put a lot of responsibility to our procurement officers. No? A lot of accountability. Sino po yung unang makakasuhan kapag nagka-problema sa procurement? Yung ating mga procurement officers. So we should also provide the necessary support to them. And apart from professionalization, yung pong paggamit ng siyensya, ng data science, so that they can actually learn how to make evidence-based decision. Hindi lamang po base sa kanilang practice, pero base po dun sa sinasabi po or tinutulong sa atin ng artificial intelligence, looking at the data that we have on public procurement. So I don't want to say more because I know you're very excited, not only sa Raffle, pero most importantly, yun pong ating booth, na mas marami po tayo, twice as many participants than last year. And we also have in the booth our procurement clinic, which we are launching this year. Ano po yung procurement clinic? So if you have questions on procurement, whether you're we're a procuring entity or from a supplier's side, we have our GPPB TSO legal team to support you. If you want to know what we're doing in terms of training, you can also do that online. And we have our training team support in terms of helping you. Kung gusto niyo pong malaman ano na pong nangyayari sa PS PhilJeps, we also have the PS PhilJeps booth. So pwede rin po kayo dong magtanong about the modernization of the PhilJeps. And more importantly, if you're interested in undertaking a course from any of our PPSC partners, meron din po silang booth sa atin po, sa labas po, para po matulungan kayo if you'll be very, very interested. So, but please don't forget also if you have questions, suggestions, marami po tayong options. You have the QR code para po ma-post niyo yung mga questions niyo and clarification, and we will make sure that we will include it in the discussion tomorrow in the breakout session. In the breakout session, very, very interesting po yung ating lineup. We have product presentations from our partner suppliers. Meron din po tayong regular training courses, but we also have curated special courses for our MSME partners and civil society organizations. So much to learn, so much to look for. And again, I want to thank you all for regularly and always being there to support the Government Procurement Policy Board and Technical Support Office, and hope to see you around. Thank you so much and have a pleasant morning.
Thank you for that inspiring message, GPPB TSO Executive Director, Attorney Rowena Candice Ruiz. Your message stimulates and inspires our participants to aim for professionalism and be the forerunner in an innovative and competitive procurement. Now, friends, given our specific focus on government procurement, it's noteworthy that entities like the Civil Service Commission are backing this initiative. To express this verbally, let's warmly welcome the Assistant Commissioner of the Civil Service Commission, ASCOM, Karen Litz P. Zerna.
Department of Budget and Management Secretary and Government Procurement Policy Board Chairperson Amena F. Pangandaman, DBM Functional Group Head of Communications, Advocacy, and Stakeholder Relations Group Undersecretary Margot Salcedo, GPPB Executive Director 5, Attorney Rowena Candice M. Ruiz, PSDBM Executive Director Dennis Santiago, World Bank Senior Procurement Specialist Mr. Dominic Omentado, mga fellow lingkod bayan, ang aking malugod na pagbati ng mapagpalang umaga sa lahat. Maayong buntag kaninyong tanan. Competition is a cornerstone of progress in both society and government. It drives innovation, encourages efficiency, and ensures accountability. In society, competition fosters a dynamic environment where individuals and businesses strive to outperform one another, leading to the development of quality and better products and services. In the government, it compels leaders to present compelling visions and policies, ultimately serving the interests of the public, therefore resulting in excellent public service. The World Economic Forum posits that in every sector, subsector, or country, competitiveness is an instrument used to measure and rank performance. This is because of the norm that competition is a powerful motivational drive in human nature. Being competitive is a display of a strong desire to be more successful than others. It is innate that a person would always want to be at the pinnacle, even if the road to the top means enduring challenges from one's peers, family, external environment, and even oneself. But after overcoming these, being on top feels good because we get to earn the right to brag about the amazing achievements or for attaining something greatly desired by many. Against this backdrop, your Civil Service Commission congratulates the Government Procurement Policy Board for the holding of the 5th Procurement Summit, which highlights the importance of professionalizing the procurement sector and the profound effects of this initiative on procurement competition and integrity. This summit also recognizes that the efficiency of the procurement workforce is crucial to having a sound and responsive procurement system and in the effective delivery of government programs. When I assumed the helm of the CSC, I made it my mission to champion initiatives designed to professionalize the 1.9 million human capital and modernize the civil service as a means to ensure agility and future readiness in public service delivery. The professionalization of procurement practitioners is aligned to this, and it is key
in elevating procurement standards, systems, and practices for a more efficient, transparent, and responsive procurement process. Kaisa ako ng GPPB sa layuning pagyamanin ang kasanayan at kaalaman ng ating yamang tao sa larangan ng pamimili. The theme of the 5th Procurement Summit, Building a Cadre of Procurement Professionals as Catalysts for Innovation and Competitiveness, is also attuned to the vision of the CSE to be the leader in empowering people and organizations in human resource and organization development, and in serving the public through streamlined and digitalized services. We at the CSE strive to contribute to the objective of making competent, motivated, agile, and resilient public servants by guaranteeing complete and capable human resources in government and promoting conducive working environments. To the participants of this summit, I enjoin you to use this valuable opportunity to learn from the best procurement experts, systems, and practices. Let us make an effort to not only acquire knowledge from them, but to ensure that the implementation of these best practices within our respective workplaces. You may also use this event as a venue to build a network that will enable us to share continuous improvement within our organizations while drawing inspiration from exemplary achievements. Finally, share your learnings with your colleagues to bring a collective knowledge and streamline the process in your own respective offices. Again, congratulations to the officials and employees of the GPPB for going through the hard process of transitions, breaking conventions, and innovating to professionalize the procurement workforce, instrumental in ensuring a sound and responsive procurement system toward improved public service delivery. As aptly said by the late Steve Jobs of Apple Incorporated, I salute people who see things differently and who have no respect for the status quo. They are the curious, the innovators, and the round pegs in the square holes who change things and prove that the possibilities remain infinite if we open ourselves to change. Let us support one another as we engage in this healthy competition of having the best people, the best systems, and the best organizations in the Philippine bureaucracy. Together, let us fuel that fire, that drive toward the realization of our shared vision, isang nasyong matatag, panatag, at may maginhawang buhay para sa mga Pilipino. With heartfelt gratitude, I thank you all, and I wish everyone a wonderful morning ahead. Maraming salamat. Mabuhay ang serbisyo publiko.
Thank you very much, Assistant Commissioner Zerna. We're so honored to have you, and we appreciate your presence today. Okay, we were discussing something backstage. I believe some of you are having difficulties looking for our schedule of program schedule for today. So let's do it step by step. Using the QR codes, so once you've opened the website, you go to the menu and then you click on program. Okay, maybe we can do that right now. And then once you're there, click day 1. Then after you click day 1, you shall see our scheduled activities for today. Our program, have you seen it? Have you seen it? There. Okay. Okay. And I was also told that our lucky winners who were, I thought, unfortunately not present with us here today, I was told that they're either online or on-site. So that explains their absence here
at the PICC, but still they are our winners. They can claim their prizes from our GPPB TSO booth outside until 4 p.m. tomorrow. Now that perfectly caps off the messages of our guests, and our participants here in the PICC are now ready for the plenary session. How about our online participants? Where are our cameras? Can I have a thumbs up there? Online participants, are you ready? I bet you are. Now, let us begin the plenary sessions. Our first topic is called MAPS, or the Methodology for Assessing Procurement Systems, Open and Inclusive Professionalism Market. The presenter of this topic is a senior procurement specialist from World Bank and Hub, coordinator in the Solutions and Innovations in Procurement, Governance Global Practice of the World Bank. He has provided procurement support on World Bank financed projects in more than 10 countries, including the Philippines and FCV states. That's fragility, conflict, and violent states. And worked on previous country procurement assessment reports, including the use of the MAPS tool, which opened dialogues with various governments on procurement reforms. We are happy to be with him tonight and join us here on stage. Let us all welcome Mr. Dominic R. Aumentado.
Thank you very much, Jay. Good morning, Madam Secretary. I'll dispense with the long greetings. I was under a strict instruction to do it in 5 minutes. Anyway, as a procurement practitioner, I have to be efficient. I have to really walk the talk so that everyone in the procurement profession will have to do it, not just in talking, but also in implementation. But anyway, the topic that was assigned to me is MOPS, Open and Inclusive Professionalization Market. And when I was coming here, I saw a friend and he asked me whether I'll be discussing the MOPS, procurement of MOPS, and more on the NAMRIA side. And I have to explain to him that MOPS is actually standing for Methodology for Assessing Procurement System. Please, next 2 slides. It's a tool based on a set of quantitative and qualitative indicators reflective of leading international procurement practice that serves as a guide towards a sustainable and inclusive public procurement reform. It's a universal tool, it's a reform tool, and a recognized assessment. A universal tool because it actually is for all public procurement at any level. It's a reform tool because that improves the effectiveness and efficiency of public procurement, and it encourages dialogue. A recognized assessment using objective and comprehensive indicator, guaranteeing the highest quality through a quality assurance process. Okay. So, Madam Secretary mentioned about the MOPS that we have undertaken starting in 2019 at the height of the pandemic. It was a very challenging work that we have to do, but because of the good collaboration between the development partners as well as the all stakeholders, including GPPB, TSO, and all the procuring entities, CSOs, and the private sector, we were able to do the MOPS. And the report has been certified already last May, can be found in the link that is provided. And one of the 7 priority areas is actually on the professionalization. Let me just state that in that particular recommendation, there is this particular suggestion to update the strategy and the roadmap of the public procurement professionalization to provide an enabling environment for informed use of well-documented discretion by the procurement professional to get results and improve service delivery. Okay. So within the MAPS report, if you go in the details, the professionalization program of government is actually doing well. No, in fact, for the 3 sub-criteria that we have under the core MAPS assessment, we have 2 criteria that have been met. No, 1 criteria that was just partially met, and this is really the substantive permanent training program of suitable quality and content for the needs of the system. So the recommendation is to institute sustainable, regular, and permanent capacity building program to meet the requirements to fill the needs of the procurement staff, private sector, and CSO. You would notice that when we talk about professionalization, it's really transforming the public procurement from a clerical function to a key strategic government function with qualified personnel. So later on, we'll mention about this survey, a very interesting survey. The MAPS has a supplementary module which is focusing on the professionalization. We have not undertaken this, but as I mentioned, the MAPS can actually be done independently or by anyone. And I think most of you are already practicing the profession. Can answer this yourself. No, we can do a mini survey. Ask yourself whether one is the procurement profession already a recognized profession. Second, do we have standards for ethical code and with violation that would lead to sanction? 3, is education part of the mechanism for generating improving professions? 4th, is there a accreditation mechanism? 5th, are there certification that is being issued by independent groups? And then, is the procurement practice sort of regulated, wherein only those that are certified, accredited can do it? And then I think this one, you'll be happy to note that under the MAPS supplementary module, it also talks about the establishment of levels of remuneration. It's a good thing that DBM is here, CSC is here, because we're talking about level of new remuneration and staff development for procurement professionals. No? So this is when you dive deeper to the MAPS on professionalization using this module. These are the things that we are looking for, and I think most of you being practitioner already has some sense of whether we have it or not. I mentioned about this global survey wherein the Philippines actually participated. No, there are actually a number of questionnaires, but I'll just focus on the 4 items that I thought would be very interesting. One is how is the procurement function perceived? So consistent with what I mentioned earlier, it is still perceived as transactional rather than more strategic. No, I think we have a good opportunity, lots of opportunity to transform this practice from being just clerical, or as Edie Wang mentioned about admin support, into a more strategic function that would really help in attaining the sustainable development goal of the country. So the other one is which procurement professionalization elements are in place. I think this is good, no? As far as the respondents are concerned, they know that there is a professionalization strategy, there is a mandatory qualification, and then for the other countries, they are also talking about procurement cadre. No? So this is a very important piece of the pie, wherein our procurement practitioners, or the cadre, will be the one to push for the reforms, will be the one to implement the reform, and will be the one to really continuously update the subject of the profession. And then this one is actually very interesting. How much did training contribute to reduce the number of fraud and corruption? It appears that for the respondents, they actually think that the training most likely to result in the reduction of fraud and corruption cases. No, so let's continue doing the training. Let's continue professionalizing the procurement function, and probably we can really help in with the graft and corruption. And then this one I cannot skip mentioning about the report. I'm not sure whether all of you are aware, but I will not do justice if I will not provide this Bongkodin report. No, this was undertaken a few years ago when we have the professionalization of procurement practice and function, and GPPB TSO hired the former secretary, the late secretary Bongkodin, to come up with a study. No? And I think I'm just summarizing the recommendation, but I believe these are still relevant. No? And I would really suggest that in coming up with the amendment and really tackling about this professionalization, we still consider some, if not all, of this recommendation. And I'm referring to one, continuously update the capacity building module. Establish procurement units. I think when this was first undertaken, there are very few departments, there are very few units which has procurement units. Most of the practitioners are admin officer or supply officer or engineers. But I think now we have a number of agencies which has procurement service. And then I think Edie Wang and the secretary mentioned about delineation of core competency requirement to have the right people to really function as procurement practitioner. And then of course we change and consolidate position title to make the procurement function more attractive to new entrants so that they would develop that career stream of being a procurement professional. And then again, even at that time, there's already mention about change in salary grade. I hope it's upward change, not downward change. No? And then the absorption of TWG function by procurement unit. And then certification of program for procurement practitioner. And the last one, which is actually I like it very much. The establishment of procurement exchange program. You remember there is I think we talk about this wherein if you're a procurement practitioner or procurement professional, doesn't matter what agency or what sector you belong, you can actually have exchange program wherein both the practitioners and agencies involved will be at an advantage. No? So like for example, I can see Yusek Eric, DPWH and DOTR procurement specialists having an exchange program. No? So DPWH will benefit, DOTR will benefit. The two specialists that will be having an exchange program will also benefit from that. And this is not just limited to horizontal exchange program. We can also have a vertical exchange program wherein people from the policy unit can actually do operational undertaking so that when they go back to policy, they come up with a policy which is working on the ground. In the same way that those that are in the operational unit would know exactly why the policy is there in the first place. No, so, and then again, this is not limited to perhaps we can also involve or include the commission on audit. No, so the auditors can actually be in the operational side so that they would understand more how it is really on the ground. So this is a very exciting recommendation, and I hope that in the future endeavor we can actually utilize this recommendation. So I'll stop here. I hope I wasn't able to exceed that much the 5 minutes. So thank you very much, and again congratulations to the organizer, GPPB TSO. Thank you.
That was Mr. Dominic Aumentado, Senior Procurement Specialist from World Bank. Thank you so much for your unrelenting support for our procurement initiatives and reforms. Thank you, sir. And now, up next is another very interesting topic. Taking the country to world-class procurement. And to present this, please welcome the Chairman of Procurement and Supply Institute of Asia, or PASHA, and the CEO of PASHA Shared Services, Transprocure, Mr. Charlie Villaseñor.
Magandang umaga po, Madam Secretary, leaders of the government and the public sector. It's a privilege to be here. I come here before you today upon the invitation last Friday evening that I could not really ignore this type of things. Procurement people has to be very responsive. That's one thing for sure. So I appreciate that I also represent the Management Association of the Philippines, which is also the CEO Association of the country, where I am actually the chairman of Trade and Industry. We talk a lot about procurement. I also represent in behalf of the International Federation of Purchasing and Supply Management, which is actually the largest organization in the world, composed of procurement organizations or 48 national procurement associations. So it's really a privilege for me to actually be here. If we can just roll my slides, please. Last Saturday morning, when I instructed my secretary to put a few slides, I said, why don't you put the title, Taking the Country to World-Class Procurement? Because this is the thing that I have been doing for the last, I would say 30 years. I used to work with companies like, and I led the global procurement of Chevron worldwide for many years, of Coca-Cola and 3M company. So I'm really coming here as a private sector person. So when I actually get to move around, there came a lot of opportunities for me to actually be invited in a lot of government procurement undertakings. So I got the last week, I actually got the chance to actually be in the US, and I was invited to actually be part of a global supply chain. We were around 4,800 companies lang naman. So it was really a very big function. And people were really getting concerned about what's happening into the whole world. Why are we concerned? We are concerned because there's a lot of problems coming up in 2024. We are concerned because things are really changing in the way we actually execute things in the area of procurement. Ano to? This is about inflation. This is about demand volatility. It's very hard to predict and forecast nowadays. People are really scared about global reverse globalization. Why? Countries like the US are actually pulling back all of their manufacturing back to their onshores. Supply disruptions are not going to stop. It will actually be more intense in the coming years to follow because of the scarcity of raw materials. So, another thing is like, there's a lot of talk about ESG, sustainability. But the thing that I actually saw was that the development of talent, the hiring, attraction of procurement professionals into their organization was not sought after for. So this is really quite a significant thing. One of those discussions, they say, who is the most corrupt country in the world? Some people say, in some countries, they give money under the table. Totoo naman yun eh. In some countries, they even put money on the table. But one guy actually told me, in one country, they even get the table. So sometimes, nagkakaroon ng problem dyan, no? So we actually have to make sure that this is something that we actually take a look because we don't want to be described to be on that particular country. Another topic that's getting to be more pronounced nowadays, siguro nakikita nyo to, is ChatGPT, artificial intelligence. This thing is going to take a very significant impact to our profession. Like for us in PASIA, we have an AI technology that can actually get all of the suppliers in the world, I said all, without any exception, in only 4 minutes. We use AI to scrape the entire World Wide Web to put it in a manner that we can actually see who the suppliers for any item in the world, you know. And this has been presented again and well acknowledged in Germany last week. So why are we in business? We are in business because companies are going to compete in the supply chain. Alam nyo, sa business, we're really going to die if we don't improve supply chain. We only realized that supply chain was important when there was no vaccines that was actually coming during the pandemic, lockdown, and logistics problems. But in supply chain, which procurement is part of it, we normally describe it as plan, source, make, deliver, and return. I share this because this is very important for everybody who is part of the procurement function. We are trying to juggle 3 balls. We are juggling physical flow, information flow, and cash flow. Pareho din to sa government. In government, you're all managing 3 things. You're trying to manage risk. You're trying to create new value, and you're looking at the total side of the business. I know there are actually prohibitions. I know there's actually laws to be followed. But sooner or later, we will actually get to see that private procurement has a lot of things to actually share to public procurement as well. Ano itong pinipresent ko dito? These are the initiatives that's actually happening in many enterprises. We normally call it supply chain planning, procurement and logistics. Sabi nila, pag galit na yung mga end users sa purchasing, anong tawag nila sa purchasing or procurement? Purchasing. Galit na sila eh. Di ba? Ang tawag nila purchasing. Sabi ko naman, bakit kayo galit sa amin sa purchasing? Kaya kami purchasing kasi yung mga end user is forecasting din. That is the type of very elementary description that I put. Before we even buy, we should actually be good in forecasting, demand sensing, supply planning, and the thing. When you actually fix this, then you can fix a lot of things for your particular execution. And one thing that has to be put in there is not about just purchasing. We're taking purchasing to the next level of what we call strategic sourcing or category management. Ano itong strategic sourcing or category management? Getting the best and the most advantageous deals for your government and for the businesses that you actually get to operate with. There's a lot of things to share here, but I'm just trying to bring you about that procurement is not seen just as a tactical back office position. This is the most exciting and the sexiest part of any business and government to be nowadays. And totoo yan, kasi before, pag mga row 4, hindi na ilalagay sa ano eh. Ang mga nilalagay doon sa purchasing, mga row 4. Alam niyo ba yung row 4? You know, kami in Ateneo, when I was, pag nasa row 4 kami yung mga latecomers, hindi nag-aaral, yung mga ganon. Doon kami nilalagay. But right now, a lot of the people that are being put in procurement are people who are very intelligent. You know, some of them, they're actually put more people that are very educated. Because there's a lot of things that are actually demanded to be able to take care of this particular function. So a little bit, as I close, we're doing a lot in making the country the procurement back office and the most excellent country in the area of procurement. Why? 23 years ago, I left my corporate job and we actually put this thing together. So we actually put the largest institute. This is the largest professional institute already in Asia. We in Pasilla. And you have to be proud that this is actually a station and headquarters in the Philippines. And a lot of the people who are doing this are coming from our own country. We are now number 1 in our region, and we are now number 2 into the whole world. Second, we also created a procurement services company, which has been there for the last 20 years. This is a PESA registered company. It's like a call center, but we provide procurement outsourcing to many countries around the world. And we have the shared services, which is actually going to help more Filipino companies, and also a trading hub as well. So what we do is basically 4 things. We consult and we actually benchmark many companies. It's not how good you are, it's how good you are with your competitors and other countries. And second thing is like we actually fix processes by training the people. And training requires certification, and certification that is world-class and accepted by the Global Federation of Purchasing and Supply Management. So we have 3 important certification here, which we call CSPP, which is for the planning forecasting, CSSP for strategic sourcing, and CWLP for warehouse and logistics management. So we implement the largest services across many enterprises, and we have been doing this, and I can show you who they are later on. And we implement the largest e-procurement in the world. I was the first one to implement the largest e-procurement in the country when I was with Chevron. In 2000, siguro maalala nyo, there was Bayan Trade, which was owned by the 6 Filipino business conglomerates. And I was actually brought in to lead and implement that e-procurement system to 6 conglomerates of 146 companies. So I was very proud to see the training and the technology that are put in place. So we have been doing this for 35 years. We partnered with the UK Institute that we actually put together a development and competency skills assessment for many companies. We train them online and face-to-face, and this is actually all available through the mobile phone. So we don't talk about just procurement. We talk about strategic sourcing, which is a very different type of ballgame, but the basics and the advanced techniques in procurement undertaking. These are the companies. We have around 500 companies that we've been helping. Why am I helping? Because we think we should help Filipino companies first. You know, we help a lot of countries also, and different. We earn dollars because they pay in US dollars, and that's also good for our economy. But the likes of San Miguel, ICTSI, Gokongwe, group of companies, even Petronas, we were brought in by the Malaysian government to help their different companies. We were brought in by El Kapapa of Indonesia to help them. So we're really thinned out. We have around 80 employees full-time doing this, as we actually get to help many of these public and private sectors also, including companies like Philippine Airlines. So there's around 500 companies that we are going to meet actually next month to again share the best practices that we are all undertaking. This is the way we actually do it. These are some of the photos that we have been doing it, and we do a lot of training in-house, virtual via Zoom, classroom trainings, and we certify them. So our next annual conference is going to be coming soon as well. So basically what we thought was to make sure that we unburden many enterprises and governments on how to do better procurement. Sabi namin, I think we could give a lot of things that we can provide in the area of doing end-to-end procurement. Not only training them, consultation, putting the services in place so that they can run faster, and putting the technologies that are actually necessary. Technologies that really work. And again, just to invite you, this is going to be next November, next month, November 15 and 16. We normally have a crowd of 300 companies. We will talk about best practices dito. I hope you guys could really join us. If you want to join and you have limited budget, talk to me. I will give you a VIP entrance if you are interested. Of course, we always have to make sure that everybody shares the blessings that things are actually going to be good for the country. So again, thank you very much. We always think that doing all of these things, we're trying to help every enterprise, every sector of the public sector, because this is good for the business. We think that if business are good, this is going to be good for the economy. and the economy is going to be good, the country will have good livelihood. I was a significant victim of COVID. I almost died. I already said goodbye to my family in 2021. And after 1 month in hospital, being intubated, I woke up and said, I think I still have a mission. I want to be part and parcel of helping those cadre of professionals develop good procurement undertakings. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you so much, Sir Charlie Villaseñor. Thank you so much for feeding us with all that information and making us laugh at the same time. Now, moving on to our next topic. This time, it's all about strengthening competitiveness of the Philippine construction industry through professionalization. And who better to present this topic than the Executive Director of Philippine Constructors Association himself. Mr. Paulino is the Executive Director of the Philippine Constructors Association, the Chief Operating Officer of the PCA Foundation, the General Manager of PhilConstruct Events, and the Chief of Staff of the Secretariat of the International Federation of Asian and Western Pacific Contractors Association. Sir, hindi po kayo busy, ah. Let us all welcome Mr. Barry G. Paulino.
Thank you, and a pleasant good morning to everyone. Si Charlie is a good friend of mine. I will try to keep my presentation very short. Starting with professionalism, in construction, business builds trust and confidence, thus promoting the industry's integrity. The construction industry is made up of determined people with mental toughness. Magagaling yung mga constructors eh. Magagaling na mga Ginoo pa. Players in the business must behave morally and show high ethical standards. The construction industry is the major contributor to the growth of the Philippine economy. However, faced with a wide range of challenges, its performance and competitiveness remain abysmal compared with more advanced countries. Next slide. As a brief background, companies have been competing on the basis of three elements: time, cost, and quality. In terms of time, early startup is not given preference by most of the contractors. If projects are ahead of completion, revenues pour in for the project owners. Economical cost savings can be further achieved with the application of value engineering. Achieving high-quality projects will definitely be a distinct advantage for companies in their quest for repeat orders. There are other factors or project management models, such as contracts management, site management, risk management, occupational safety and health protocols, logistics and supply chain management, all of which are vital for competitiveness. Continuous studies should be undertaken to update everyone in the construction business. Next slide. In the fast and constant changing world, innovative strategies must be taken if we want to be globally competitive. Consulting the Board of Trustees of PCA and our Council of Leaders, here are 6 strategies to stay ahead in the competitive arena. Number 1, communicating effectively with transparency. This is very important. Transparent communication is an act of open sharing of information, whether good or bad, in a bid to improve the entire organization. The benefits of transparent communications will increase collaboration and enhance trust and confidence. An example is the sharing of vision and mission statements. Number two, embracing sustainability with adaptability to streamline processes. The construction industry needs to develop adaptation solutions and implement actions in response to current and future climate change impacts. The construction industry, with the help of the government, should adapt to modern technology, shifting from conventional on-site operations to design for manufacturing and assembly, or DFMA, a way of designing and constructing quality products more quickly, efficiently, and sustainably. Game changers such as adaptation of BIM, or Building Information Modeling, should be promoted and legislated. Kailangan na po natin ma-legislate ito so that our government projects will be aligned with such AI era. Promotion of augmented, virtual, and extended realities, or AI, AR, VR, XR, to SMEs to create awareness and confidence towards adoption of smart solutions. Just last week, I was in Dumaguete, and I mentioned this to the SMEs that there is a need really to promote these extended realities towards Industry 4.0. Number three, building and maintaining relationships. Listening to the client's needs, whether public or private, is essential to the success of any construction project. It takes time and effort from both parties to build the level of trust and confidence, evolving towards a working partnership. Number four, continued education and training. Collaborative education and training models should be developed to improve the productivity of skilled labor workforce. Qualitative and quantitative approaches should be done to describe the profiles of the skilled labor, not to mention the identification of required skills of the future. Number five, staying up to date with rules and regulations. Regulatory changes happen more often than not. And if there are big updates or changes, the construction industry should make immediate assessment of the effects of such rules or regulations to ensure compliance. International players should also know government policies, barriers to entry and exit, and availability of financial capabilities of potential clients for those who are willing to go abroad to navigate the construction industry elsewhere. These are very important. Number six, ability to offer extra values. Players in the construction business should aim to provide clients value for their money. The ability to offer products of high quality and low cost is already a competitive advantage. However, those in the construction business should learn to consider other factors, such as offering noise protection during actual construction, cleanup of surrounding environment, providing conditions, additional safety and health protocols, and many more. As I conclude, next slide, I would just like to highlight that efficient business management is a key factor in the construction industry. Leaders in the construction business need to work closely together to come up with the mindset towards cooperation for the common good of the industry. Leaders should always inculcate the culture of discipline and instill the sense of rightness in working habits to a full regimen. If we are to find a firm resolve to improve the underdeveloped industry. For its part, PCA will remain steadfast in enhancing the construction industry. Maraming salamat po and good morning.
Thank you so much, Sir Barry Paulino, Executive Director of the Philippine Constructors Association. And thank you once again to all our panelists. It is truly an honor to have you join us today. But before we proceed to our panel discussion, next is one of the highlights of our program today. We shall be having the launch of the GPPB TSO Learning Management System, aptly named the Procurement Professionals Online Hub, or PRUB. Now let me explain what this is. Imagine a platform built with your needs in mind that takes your professional development to new heights. That's exactly what the PRUB is all about. It's more than just a learning management system. It's a one-stop hub to learn more about procurement. Let me walk you through some of the incredible features you'll find on the PRUB. First and foremost, we have training requests. Have a specific area of procurement you'd like to dive deeper into? Simply submit your training requests and our team of experts will curate courses and sessions tailored to your needs. But it doesn't stop there. We understand the importance of connecting with new professionals, with fellow professionals in your field. That's why the PRUB offers a dedicated forum for networking, engage in discussions, exchange ideas, and build a strong community with like-minded procurement experts from across the country. And here's something that will truly revolutionize the way you learn. The PRUB will soon offer self-paced or asynchronous courses. Yes, you heard that right. Accessible anytime, anywhere. These courses will allow you to learn at your own pace, giving you the flexibility you need to excel in your procurement career. But wait, there's more. The PRUB features a comprehensive training calendar, ensuring you never miss out on upcoming workshops, seminars, or industry events. Stay up to date with the latest happenings in the world of procurement and seize every opportunity for growth. And before we embark on this thrilling journey together, there's a special moment we'd like to commemorate. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming once again the esteemed Secretary of the Department of Budget and Management and the Executive Director of the GPPB TSO on stage. And while they're on their way on stage, today we have the honor of having these esteemed individuals here with us to signify the launch of the PRUB. This moment highlights the importance of commitment of our organization towards advancing the skills and knowledge procurement professionals like yourselves. With the ceremonial launching and the press of this button, we officially launch the PRUB, opening doors to a world of opportunities for procurement excellence. Now, ma'am, maybe we can do an old school countdown. Let's do it all together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. There you go. PRUB now is officially launched, ladies and gentlemen.
To you the future of learning. PRUB, Procurement Professionals
back.
Online Hub.
Oh, okay, sorry for the delay.
You have a platform that
In
brings
our
together
continuous effort
procurement
to enhance
professionals
government
from across the
procurement,
Philippines.
we present to you the
Let's
future of
dive into the
learning.
features that will
ProHub,
revolutionize the way you
Procurement
learn
Professionals
and excel in
Online Hub.
procurement.
With
Engage in
ProHub,
meaningful discussions,
you have a platform that
share
brings
your
together
knowledge,
procurement
and seek advice
professionals
from
from across
experts
the
in our
Philippines.
dedicated forum.
Let's dive
Need
into the
specific
features that
training
will
materials?
revolutionize the way you
can
learn
now submit
and excel
training
in
requests,
procurement.
track the
Engage in
progress,
meaningful
and
discussions,
evaluate
share
the
your
training
knowledge,
content.
and seek advice
See the
from
status of
experts
your
in our
requests
dedicated
and
forum.
witness the
Need
efficiency of
specific
our
training
approval
materials?
process.
You
Stay
can now
updated with
submit
our
training
training
requests,
calendar.
track the
Explore upcoming
progress,
sessions
and
and plan your
evaluate the
learning
training
journey.
content.
Learn at your own
See the
pace
status of your
self-paced
requests
courses.
and witness
Access them
the
anytime,
efficiency of our
anywhere.
approval process.
Prepare for your
Stay
public
updated with our
procurement
training
specialist
calendar.
certification.
Explore
With our
upcoming sessions and plan your learning journey.
examinations.
Learn at your own pace with
Achieve
our
your
self-paced
certification
courses.
and elevate
Access
your
them
career.
anytime, anywhere.
But that's not all.
Prepare for your public
ProHub is
procurement
continuously
specialist
evolving.
certification
Stay
with our
tuned for exciting
comprehensive
updates in
courses
the
and
future.
examinations.
Join us today on ProHub and be part of the future of government procurement learning. ProHub, your gateway to a brighter procurement future. Visit
Join us today on
learning.gppb.gov.ph
and be
now.
part of the future of government procurement learning. ProHub, your gateway to a brighter procurement future. Visit learning.gppb.gov.ph now.
What about a big hand for the launch of ProHub? Thank you for your invaluable support and for symbolizing this significant moment. The ProHub is now live and ready to empower your procurement journey. Thank you all for being a part of this incredible journey. Together, let's redefine procurement excellence. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have a tradition here at the Procurement Summit. We will have a, let me just call it a group photo. This time, our photographers will instead be here on stage and take a photo of all of you all together in one photo. Shall we ask them to stand? Yes. Everybody, please rise and strike a pose for this traditional photo. This time for the 2023 Procurement Summit. We have state-of-the-art cameras, so for sure, everyone from the back end will be included in this photo. Please do not forget to smile. One more time, look at the camera and smile. Everybody, thumbs up. Okay, sa ibang cameras naman. Hindi naman siguro tayo magwawaki, no? If you want, we can do that. Okay, can we request the lights here on the sides to be turned down or maybe turned off because it's nasisilaw. May silaw dun sa camera natin. Lights off, please. Those lights on the side. There you go. That's perfect. Beautiful. Smile. Thumbs up again. Thumbs up. Wacky. Ayaw, ayaw. Okay, this time for the video, let's all wave. Wave, kaway, kaway. Keep waving. The video is still playing and recording. Isa pang kaway. Everybody say procurement. Thank you so much, guys. You can now be seated. Okie dokie. Now moving on. I will now direct you to our market opportunities exhibit. That's the chaos going on outside. This is a showcase of various innovative products
and new services made possible by our participating suppliers and sponsors. At this point, allow me to acknowledge our participating exhibitors for this year's Procurement Summit. And also would like to encourage everyone to vote for their best booth. As you would be going around later in the exhibit area, scan the QR codes because each booth has their own QR code. Seen, yes, at the bottoms of the booth or wherever. So you can please vote for your best booths based on the following criteria. May criteria pa tayo. Okay. Innovativeness, 40%. Relevance and usefulness, 40%. Booth presence, 20%. And our last criteria, yes, audience impact for 20%. For a total of 100%. There, once again, we'd like to encourage all of you, if you like the booth or whatnot, please vote. Now, before I lead you to the exhibit area, may I request everyone to please be back here right after the ribbon cutting ceremony for the second set of raffle draws. Yes, we are bribing you to come back immediately. Yes, our second set of raffle draws will happen after our ribbon cutting, so please come back here right away. Now, everybody, or shall we announce the list of, okay. Now, everybody, I shall take the lead. We are now going to the exhibit area. Let's go! I bet you guys have an idea on where it is already, but still, I shall lead the way para hindi tayo maligaw. In fact, Secretary Amena is leading the way. Everybody, let's head to our exhibit area right now.
Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running, I won't get out of place. Lately, I've been moving close to the edge, still be looking my best. I stay on the beat, you can count on me, I ain't missing no steps. 'Cause every romance shakes and it bends, don't give a damn. When the night's here, I don't do tears, baby, no chance. I could dance, I could dance, I could dance. Watch me dance, dance the night away. My heart could be burning, but you won't see it on my face. Watch me dance, dance the night away. I'll still keep the party running, I won't get out of place. When my heart breaks, when my world shakes, I don't play safe, don't you know about me? I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight. You're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. Talking in my sleep at night, making myself crazy. Out of my mind, out of my mind. Wrote it down and read it out, hoping it would save me. Too many times. Well, he makes it feel like nobody else, nobody else. But my love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself. One, don't pick up the phone. You know he's only calling cause he's drunk and alone. Two, don't let him in. You have to kick him out again. Three, don't be his friend. You know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And if you're under him, you ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count him. I got no rules, I count him. I got I keep pushing forwards, but he keeps pulling me backwards. No way. Now I'm standing back from it. I finally see the pattern. I never loved. But my love, he doesn't love me, so I tell myself. I do. One, don't pick up the phone. You know he's only calling cause he's drunk and alone. Two, don't let him in. You have to kick him out again. Three, don't be his friend. You know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And if you're under him, you ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count him. I got no rules, I count him. I got practice makes perfect. I'm still trying to learn it by heart. Eat, sleep, and breathe it, rehearse and repeat it. 'Cause one, don't pick up the phone. You know he's only calling 'cause he's drunk and alone. Two, don't let him in. You have to kick him out again. Three, don't be his friend. You know you're gonna wake up in his bed in the morning. And if you're under him, you ain't getting over him. I got no rules, I count him.
So after here, you may proceed to the banquet hall 1 and 2 just beside our exhibit area right here. And friends,
I've always been the one to say the first goodbye. Had to love and lose 100 million times. Had to get it wrong to know just what I like. Now I'm falling. You say my name like I have never heard before. I'm indecisive, but this time I know for sure. I hope I'm not the only one that feels it all. Are you falling? Center of attention, you know you can get whatever you want from me. 'Cause I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should have stayed at home. 'Cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? Oh no, I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should have stayed at home. 'Cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? I wonder when you go if I stay on your mind. You can play that game, but you win me every time. Everyone before you was a waste of time. Hey, you got me. Center of attention, you know you can get whatever you want from me. Whenever you want it, baby. It's you and my reflection. I'm afraid of all the things it could do to me. If I would've known it, baby, I would've stayed at home. 'Cause I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should've stayed at home. 'Cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? Oh no, I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should've stayed at home. 'Cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? Break my heart. Break my heart. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? I would've stayed at home. 'Cause I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should've stayed at home. 'Cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? Oh no, I was doing better alone. But when you said hello, I knew that was the end of it all. I should've stayed at home. 'Cause now there ain't no letting you go. Am I falling in love with the one that could break my heart? You call me all friendly, telling me how much you miss me. That's funny, I guess you heard my songs. Well, I'm too busy for your business. Go find a girl who wants to listen. 'Cause if you think I was born yesterday, you have got me wrong. So I cut you off, I don't need your love. 'Cause I already cried enough, I've been done, I've been moving on. Since we said goodbye, I cut you off, I don't need your love. So you can try all you want. Your time is up, I'll tell you why. You say you're sorry, but it's too late now. So save it, get gone, shut up. 'Cause if you think I care about you now, well boy, I don't give a fuck. I remember that weekend when my best friend caught you creeping. You blamed it all on the alcohol. So I made my decision, 'cause you made your bed, sleep in it. Play the victim and switch your position. I'm through, I'm done. So I cut you off, I don't need your love. 'Cause I already cried enough, I've been done, I've been moving on. Since we said goodbye, I cut you off, I don't need your love. So you can try all you want. Your time is up, I'll tell you why. You say you're sorry, but it's too late now. So save it, get gone, shut up. 'Cause if you think I care about you now, well boy, I don't give a fuck. I see I don't give a damn. You keep reminiscing on when you were my man, but I'm over you. Now you're all in the past. You talk all that sweet talk, but I ain't coming back. Cut you off, I don't need your love, so you can try all you want. Your time is up, I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. You say you're sorry, but it's too late now. So save it, get gone, shut up. Too late now. If you think I care about you now, well, boy, I don't give a fuck. Boy, I don't give a fuck. See you trying to get to me. I see you begging on your knees. Boy, I don't give a fuck. So stop trying to get to me. Get to me. Get up off your knees. Boy, I don't give a fuck. Common love isn't for us. We created something phenomenal. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? You got me feeling diamond rich. Nothing on this planet compares to it. Don't you agree? Don't you agree? Who needs to go to sleep when I got you next to me? All night I ride with you. I know you got my back, and you know I got you. So come up, come up, come up. Let's get physical. Lights out, follow the noise. Baby, keep on dancing like you ain't got a choice. So come up, come up, come up. Let's get physical. Adrenaline keeps on rushing in. met somebody like you. Used to be afraid of love and what it might do. But goddamn, you got me in love again. You got me in love again. You got me in love again. You got me in love again, again. So many nights my tears fell harder than rain. Scared I would take my broken heart to the grave. I'd rather die than have to live in a storm like before. But goddamn, you got me in love again. Show me the heavens right here, baby. Touch me so I know I'm not crazy. Never have I ever met somebody like you. Used to be afraid of love and what it might do. But goddamn, you got me in love again. You got me in love again. You got me in love again. You got me in love again, again. I can't believe I finally found someone. I'll sink my teeth in disbelief 'cause you're the one that I want. I can't believe I'm not afraid anymore. Goddamn, you got me in love again. I never thought that I would find a way out. I never thought I'd hear my heartbeat so loud. I can't believe there's something left in my chest anymore. But goddamn, you got me in love again. I can't believe I finally found someone. I'll sink my teeth in disbelief 'cause you're the one that I want. I can't believe there's something left inside my chest anymore. But goddamn, you got me in love again. You got me in love again. You got me in love again. You got me in love again and again and again and again and again. I'm on an island, even when you're close. Can't take the silence. I'd rather be alone. I think it's pretty plain and simple. We gave it all we could. It's time I wave goodbye from the window. Let's end this like we shouldn't say we're good. We're not meant to be like sleeping and cocaine. So let's at least agree to go our separate ways. Not gonna judge you when you're with somebody else, long as you swear. You won't be pissed when I do it myself. Let's end it like we shouldn't say we're good. No need to hide it. Go get what you want. This won't be a burden if we both don't hold a grudge. I think it's pretty plain and simple. We gave it all we could. It's time I wave goodbye from the window. Let's end this like we shouldn't say we're good. We're not meant to this against me like I knew you would. I'm trying my best to make this easy, so don't give me that look, just say we're good. We're not meant to be like sleeping and cocaine, so let's at least agree to go our separate ways. Not gonna judge you and your wheel, somebody else was you swear. You won't be pissed when I do it myself. Let's end it like we should and say we're good.
Billboard, baby, do a leap and make them dance when they come on. Everybody looking for a dance floor to run on.
If you wanna run away with me, I know a galaxy and I can take you for a ride. I had a premonition that we fell into a rhythm where the music don't stop for life. Glitter in the sky, glitter in my eyes, shining just the way I like. If you're feeling like you need a little bit of company, you met me at the perfect time. You want me, I want you, baby, my sugar boo. I'm levitating, the Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating.
I'm one of the greatest, ain't no debating on it. I'm still levitated, I'm heavily medicated. Ironic, I gave him love and they end up hating on me. She told me she loved me and she been waiting. Been fighting hard for your love and I'm running thin on my patience. Needing someone to hug, even took it back to the basics. You see what you got me out here doing? Might have threw me off, but can't nobody stop the movement. Let's go. Left foot, right foot, levitating. Pop stars, do a leap with the baby. I had to lace my shoes for all the blessings I was chasing. If I ever slip, I fall into a better situation. So catch up, go put some cheese on it, get out and get your bread up. They always leave when you fall, but you run together. Weight of the world on my shoulders, I kept my head up. Now baby, stand up, cause girl, you
want me, I want you, baby, my sugar boo. I'm levitating, the Milky Way, we're renegading. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. My love is like a rocket with your blast off, and I'm feeling so electric, down so awesome. And even if I wanted to, I can't stop. Yeah, 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 yeah. My love is like a rocket with your blast off, and I'm feeling so electric, down my ass off. And even if I wanted to, I can't stop. Yeah, 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 yeah. You want me, I want you, baby, my sugar boo. I'm levitating, the Milky Way, we're renegading. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I'm levitating. You can fly away with me tonight. You can fly away with me tonight. Baby, let me take you for a ride. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got you, moonlight, you're my starlight. I need you all night. Come on, dance with me. I'm levitating. We haven't talked all morning. Bang my head against the wall. I'm scared I'm falling, losing all my control, and I'm tired of talking. Feel myself saying the same old things. This love's important. Don't wanna lose you this way. Feel like we about to break up. Just wanna kiss and make up one last time. Touch me like you touch nobody. Put your hands all up on me. Tired of hearing sorry. Kiss and make up. How about we leave this party? 'Cause all I want is you up on me. Tired 넌 하지마 마지막은 없어. Feeling we about to break up. Just wanna kiss and make up one last time. Touch me like you touch nobody. Put your hands all up on me. Tired of hearing sorry. So make a kiss and make up. How about we leave this party? 'Cause all I want is you up on me. Tired of hearing sorry. So make a kiss and make up. Kiss and make up. So make a kiss and make up. Kiss and make up. So make a kiss and make up. 뭐가 되건 다 필요 없으면 됐어. So tell me, can we work this whole thing out? Work this whole thing out. 날 처음 만났던 설레던 순간 그때처럼. So tell me, can we work this whole thing out? Work this whole thing out. Kiss and make up. Touch me like you touch nobody. Put your hands all up on me. Tired of hearing sorry. So make a kiss and make up. How about we leave this party? 'Cause all I want is you up on me. Tired of hearing sorry. So make a kiss and make up. Kiss and make up. So make a kiss and make up. Kiss and make up. So make a kiss and make up. 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 I see the moon, I see the moon, I see the moon. Oh, when you're looking at the sun. Not a fool, not a fool, not a fool. No, you're not fooling anyone. Oh, but when you're gone, when you're gone, when you're gone. Oh, baby, all the lights go out. Thinking of that, maybe I was wrong. I was wrong. I was wrong. Come back to me, baby, we can work this out. Oh, baby, come on, let me get to know you. Just another chance so that I can show that I won't let you down and run. No, I won't let you down and run. 'Cause I could be the one. I could be the one. Before you came around, I was doing just fine. Usually, I don't pay no mind. And when it came down, I was looking in your eyes. Suddenly, I could feel it inside. I've got a fever, so can you check? Hand on my forehead, kiss my neck. And when you touch me, baby, I turn red. I've got a fever, so can you check? Peut-être qu'avec du temps, ça partira. Et pourtant, je ne m'y vois pas. Comme un médicament, moi je sais rien sans toi. Et je sais que je perds de temps dans tes bras. I've got a fever, so can you check? Hand on my forehead, kiss my neck. And when you touch me, baby, I turn red. I've got a fever, so can you check? Car dans mes yeux, ça se voit. La fièvre dans les yeux, oui, ça se voit. Mon cœur se serre, j'ai du feu dans la voix. Le plus souvent, c'est quand je pense à toi. I've got a fever, can you check? Hand on my forehead, kiss my neck. And when you touch me, baby, I turn red. I've got a fever, so can you check? Tell me what you wanna do right now. Tell me what you wanna do right now. Tell me what you wanna do right now, 'cause I don't really wanna cool it down. Tell me what you wanna do right now. Tell me what you wanna do right now. Tell me what you wanna do right now, 'cause I don't really wanna cool it down. Car dans mes yeux, ça se voit. La fièvre dans les yeux, oui, ça se voit. Mon cœur se serre, j'ai du feu dans la voix. Le plus souvent, c'est quand je pense à toi. Pocket full of honey and I'm ready to go. No, I ain't got no money, but I'm letting you know that I'ma love you like a fool. Breathe you in till I hallucinate. Body make it silly, make you do what I want. Oh baby, I can make it pretty, I can string you along, but I'ma love you like a fool. Breathe you in till I hallucinate. No, I couldn't live without your touch. No, I could never have too much. I'll breathe you in for
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Plenary Hall. So how was the exhibit? You guys liked it? For sure. For sure you did. And as promised, after the ribbon cutting ceremony, we'll be having our second set of raffle winners. But before that, while waiting for the other seats to be completed, like over there at the back, let me just acknowledge our participating exhibitors for our 2-day summit, which is a lot. Let me start off with Mind Nation, High Tech International Corporation, Versa Innovations, the Board Guys Inside Solutions Corporation, Glimsol Information Technology Services, Entech, Contech Solutions Incorporated, N5's IT Solutions Incorporated, Ablaze Marketing, Puzzlebox 3D Solutions, Microdata, Procurement Clinic, PPSCC Booth, Macro Vista Incorporated, Smart Tech Solutions Philippines Incorporated, Agridom Solutions, High Cool Engineering, My BCB Incorporated, Cube System, High Tech, Spartans, Comcrest Technology Solutions OPC, Philjeps, Nexus Cloud IT Solutions, Mood Learning Incorporated, Entech Systems Incorporated, Pacific Office Solutions Incorporated, Pasha, Esports RK International Incorporated, Data Science and Technology Corporation, Front Learners Incorporated, Sebnet Technologies Inc., Max Power Corporation, Quantum Lab Geo Solutions Incorporated, 31 Digital Media Solutions Incorporated, Cosmotech Philippines, Power for All, Dion, Sophie's Information Technology, Geoplan Philippines, Footsteps Digital Advertising Services, Nephilia Web, EACom Corporation, Green Fiber Corporation, GMST Incorporated, Static Power Philippines Incorporated, Solar Grid Alternatives Incorporated, Cisco, and lastly, Saltius PTE Limited. There you go. I think our participating exhibitors are double, or maybe more than double compared to last year, which is a really good thing. Just shows the success of our 2023 Procurement Summit. As promised, ladies and gentlemen, we shall now proceed with our raffle winners. Again, we will be using our electronic spinning wheel, and I will be assisted by our GPPB TSO Secretariat. Shall we put on screen our electronic spinning wheel? Let's now find out who our first winner of our second batch of raffle winners is Miss Maribeth Umayam Bangayan. Are you here? Are you here? Oh, there's a new rule now. If your name is called and you're not present here inside the hall, your prize unfortunately will be forfeited. So we have to be physically present. So if your friends are still out there in the exhibit, maybe you want to call them. So Miss Maribeth, you can claim your prize at our GPPB TSO booth outside beside the exhibit area. Now, our second winner. This is the second out of 10. Miss Adelaida Molinyawe de la Rosa. Yeah, congratulations. Okay, right away to our third winner. Our third winner is Miss Emily Kathleen Dino. Is she physically present with us? Or is she outside? That'll be unfortunate. Oh, okay, so we have to replace her, sadly. Excuse me? Okay. In replacement of her absence, our next winner is Mr. Mariano Cabugos. There, congratulations, sir. Yan. Present si Sir Cabugos. Okay, let's move on. Our next winner. So this is our fourth winner. 4 out of 10. Miss Precious Dawn Fernandez Rodriguez. Oh. It looks like she's not here. Sorry, Miss Precious. We'll have to give your prize to another one. Let's spin that wheel once more. Our winner is Mr. Rodel Alawi Tapuro. Sir, are you here? He was a while ago, but right now, are you here? Too bad. But more chances for the people who are present right now. Okay. Spin the wheel once more. Miss Ana May Claudia Acompañado. Wala pa rin. Nako, nangongolekta kasi ng mga freebies dun sa exhibit, no? Okay, wala lang siyang raffle prize. But it's fine. Again, more chances to the ones present here. Spin that wheel. Our next winner is Mr. Harold Dumaliang. Sir Harold, nangongolekta din sa labas. Mamaya pagbalik niya dito, ang dami niyang dala. Mga freebies dun sa exhibit. Parang na rin siyang nanalo. Okay, let us replace Sir Harold with a new one. Our next winner is Miss City Asia Kanapi. Over there, yay, congratulations. And thank you for listening to me and being here, back here. Okay, congratulations, Miss City. Now, our next winner, spin it, or maybe just press the button. Our next winner is Mr. Mark Angelo Peralta. Sir Mark? No, I don't see any hands. Okay. He's stuck outside. We all know what he's doing. Okay. More chances for others. Our next winner, Miss Queenie Lauren Bolalin. Wala pa rin siya. Okay lang. You know what? Let me just inform you guys. This second set of raffle winners, lahat ng mananalo dito are the ones present here, physically present here at the PICC. Hindi kasama yung mga online participants natin. Okay? So lahat ng mananalo, lahat dapat nandito. Yes! Yes, yes. Okay, let's do it again. Sana present na siya. Mr. Ay, tapos na. Another chance for Mr. Mariano. Mr. Mariano, ay, dalawa na raw yung prize niya. Nanalo na pala siya kanina. Mr. Christian Paulo Ocampo Belisario. There, he's here. Congratulations. Yan. Okay. Ilan na lang? Ilan na lang ang prizes natin? How many more left? 5 or I lost track? 7 pa. 7 pa. Oh, okay. 7 more chances to win.
Spin that wheel! Congratulations, Miss Maricon K. Arenas. Raise your hand if you're here. Wala. Okay. Move on na tayo kaagad. Ganun dapat tayo sa buhay. Move on tayo kaagad. Yan. Our next lucky winner is Attorney Rayman Lagrada. Umalis, may kaso pa siya. Sikasuhin. Okay, move on tayo kaagad. Digin na natin yung mga prizes na yan. Maricres Sabado. Maricres, wala. Pero kilala niyo si Maricres. Nasa labas. Ay, sorry. Naghahakot. Naghahakot din. Tapos mag-exercise na rin siya. Bicep curls. Okay, moving on. Our winner is Miss Caitlin May Vigilia. Ayan siya. Kaway ulit, kaway. Bakit may takip sa bibig? Nag-toothbrush ka naman siguro, no? Okay, so 6 more. 6 more to be given away. Our next winner is Mr. Raymond Romero. Mr. Raymond, okay. Wala na naman siya. Wala na naman sila. Miss Jamie Joy Deo Gracia. Wala. Gusto ko kayo dyan kapag wala. Wala. Sige, ganun tayo for this whole second set of at the GPPB TSO booth outside. Our next winner is Engineer Bacani. Engineer, umalis na kaagad, bumalik sa construction. Okay. Move on tayo kaagad. Ayun. Nice one, bro. Bilis natin, ha? Miss Linalyn Cueto. Miss Linalyn. Girls. Wala. Okay. Miss Nanette Kanda Samaniego. Wala. But you know what? There are just like a total of 2 tables missing. I don't know why most of them are. Mrs. Mayrel Monda David. Over there, congratulations, ma'am. Tipid-tipid yung kaway Ganun lang. Okay, our next winner. Next winner is Mr. Gregory Kamakam. Mr. Gregory. Wala siya. Nangapit bahay. Nag-ibang bahay. Miss Aris Tiria. Miss Aris, are you here? Oh, he's online. Which we shall have to forfeit because our second set of raffle prizes are just for the people physically present right now. Okay, more chances for you guys here. Miss Ana Ablaza Baluyot. Miss Baluyot? Wala. Gamit na gamit ko yung ano doon, mga sex bomb girls ko doon, Okay. Doctora in the house. Pabayo Balili. There! Congratulations, Doctora. Palapakan naman natin si Doctora. Congratulations. Okay. How many more? That was the last? Okay. That was the last of our second set of raffle winners. Let's give a big hand to all our raffle winners. And thank you so much to my sex bomb dancers who didn't actually dance. Instead, imbis na get out, wala. Yeah. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. And that was fun. Dami nga lang hindi present, ano? Okay. Again, congratulations to all the winners. And to those who are not so lucky, don't worry, because we will have another set of raffle winners later. Yan, di ba? Antayin natin yan. Let's stay up to the end. Now, and then reminder, to all those who won, you can get your prizes at the GPPB TSO booth outside. Anytime today until 4 p.m. tomorrow. After 4 p.m., it will be forfeited and it will all go to me. Yeah. For now, ladies and gentlemen, I shall be requesting for your active participation because we will now have our panel discussion. This is the opportune time to present your concerns, share your thoughts, and bring your inputs to the table. This will be facilitated by our moderator, the functional group head of advocacy, capacity development, economic affairs, and stakeholders relations, or ACES, which supervises the advocacy, communications, and training service, or ACTS, of the DBM. She is also a communication specialist with over 20 years of experience and was the communications head and spokesperson for presidential and senatorial campaigns in 2010 and 2013. She is indeed an authority in communications. Everyone, please welcome Undersecretary Margot Marie Salcedo.
Thank you very much, Jay, and good morning, everyone. I hope kahit na hindi kayo nanalo ng raffle yet, alive na alive tayo. And thank you for that beautiful welcome for our budget secretary earlier. And we are so inspired for procurement. So as we begin this panel, if I may just read the very important introduction that was provided to me so that we may all be enlightened. Professionalizing the procurement practice is not just an investment in individual skill sets. It is an investment in the overall success and sustainability of the organization. Empowering procurement professionals with the right competencies, knowledge, and skills will give them the confidence to navigate the complexities of the procurement system. In fact, this strategic imperative not only benefits individual practitioners, but also contributes to the efficiency, transparency, and success of the organizations they serve. Earlier, our esteemed speakers, who will now also be our panelists, shared their insights into their various initiatives, programs, and visions aimed at empowering procurement stakeholders under their respective domains and fields of expertise through the process of professionalization. So now, and for the next 20 minutes pala ito, our focus will be on addressing questions and hearing responses and insights from our participants, but we hope that you will also actively participate and field in your questions as well. So if I may now call our panelists to the stage, let us welcome once again, lakasan niyo yung palakpak niyo ha, Mr. Dominic Aumentado from World Bank. Earlier, he shared with us the MAPS initiative. Parang mahina yung palakpak. Parang hungry ba kayo? Yan! We also have Mr. Charlie Villaseñor from the Procurement and Supply Institute of Asia. Earlier, he imparted his knowledge on how to take the Philippines to world-class procurement. And last but not the least, Executive Director of the Philippine Constructors Association, Mr. Barry Paulino, who elaborated more on strengthening competitiveness of the Philippine construction industry through professionalization. And, hindi pa pala tapos. We have also with us CSC Assistant Commissioner Karen Litz-Zerna. Okay. So, we will also be joined on stage by no less than the Executive Director of GPPB TSO, Rowena Candice M. Ruiz. Maybe a little louder for Edie Wang. Okay, and I will also now join our panelists on stage. Ano yung mic? So, once again, good morning. And let's begin our discussions by maybe let's first lay the ground, lay the framework. Let's frame this panel discussion with vision. Let's start with the World Bank because the World Bank is known for, reforms. If we could ask the Mr. Dominic Aumentado, how does the World Bank address potential challenges or barriers in implementing its vision for the government procurement system in the Philippines? But maybe just to lay the foundation, we can begin with the vision of the World Bank. How do you envision government procurement in the Philippines?
Well, if I may, we have a new vision, but of course, this is not related to procurement per se, but let me just mention about it is the world free of poverty on a livable planet. No? So you see, we're taking down poverty, but not at the expense of the planet. No? So that's our new vision as the World Bank. But as far as procurement is concerned, let me reflect it in this vision, which is really what we're looking at is really a sustainable procurement. That is, of course, having a fit for purpose procurement that has economy and efficiency on it. At the same time, not at the expense of our planet.
I love that. And that's very much aligned with the Philippine Development Plan and the medium-term fiscal framework, which is the overall direction, the North Star for our economy. One of the goals of the medium-term fiscal framework is to achieve single-digit poverty levels, bring it down to 9%. So we're very much aligned. So having heard the vision for a poverty-free Philippines of the World Bank, maybe we could ask our executive director, what is your vision or what is the long-term vision of GPPB TSO? And if you could also include the vision for elevating the competence of procurement officers in the public and private sectors.
Yes, thank you, Yusek Margo. Of course, in terms of our vision in so far as public procurement is concerned, we want it to be really responsive, want it to be innovative, we want it to be sustainable, and we want to ensure value for money. I think whatever we're doing from now and in the 3 and 5 years to come, it's really revolving around those 4 pillars. We want public procurement to be really a strategic imperative. And for it to become that, we need it to be those 4 things. And the way for us to support as well the vision for having a public procurement that is responsive, innovative, sustainable, and value for money is we need to have the right people with the right positions, doing procurement the right way. If we do not support our procurement practitioners, it would be very difficult for us to really go through and achieve that vision. That's why at the heart of what we're doing, not only with this summit, we really want to move towards professionalizing our practitioners. That's why our theme is really building a cadre of procurement professionals. One with the right position, the right salary grades, to be able to really do the right thing in terms of public procurement.
Okay, and maybe in line with those goals, if we could ask Mr. Charlie Villaseñor, what training programs would you recommend for the supply side naman? What training programs would you recommend for suppliers to bolster their understanding of industry regulations and compliance standards in procurement?
Yeah, it's very important for suppliers because they're really the one who delivers value to the government and to the private sector. So the more reason that suppliers are facing a lot of competition, a lot of challenges also. You know, there's no other better enabler for business competitiveness because other than supply chain. Why? Because supply chain is very important for improving the balance sheet, the cash flow, and the income statement. So if they're not good at operating their supply chain, then they are in a complete disadvantage. So what are the trainings that you were actually telling me? We normally call it plan, source, and move. What is plan? This is about demand planning, supply chain planning, inventory management, demand sensing, forecasting, and inventory control. These are the types of things that they should really know. And the first thing that they really should understand is what we call sales and operations planning, for them to be able to respond properly to the customer base, and that will impact the government. Second is strategic procurement. Gone are the days that we should be training how to process PR to PO, those types of things. That is not value added. In fact, that work will be eliminated because they will outsource that work to PASIA, and they will not have any more jobs. So what they should really get into there is actually to improve on strategic sourcing, what we call category management, risk management, creating value, and managing the total cost side of the business. Hindi ko sinabing price. And the last piece is what we call, they need to know how to move. And move takes into account yung warehouse, transportation, distribution, and that overall logistics management. So we want to make sure that the Philippines is highly competitive because of the supply-based capability that is leading to support the private and the public sector procurement. Thank you.
And then let's go to Mr. Barry Paulino, also on the supply side. How can suppliers enhance their professionalization to improve collaboration in the procurement process?
I always remind suppliers not to make hard sell to the contractors because, you know, it's a no-go for contractors being experiencing hard selling. So in terms of the supply chain, I'm particularly about PASIA. Ano namin to partner in crime. Kasi almost always, the supply chain management is part of the overall business management. I made mention about the efficient business management that is key to improving or strengthening the construction industry. So, supply chain is a very big and very general concept, no? But we are experiencing a lot of these critical issues, especially nowadays because of the ongoing wars in the Middle East, the ongoing war in Ukraine. So definitely the supply chain management is a key factor in strengthening the construction industry.
Okay, and maybe just to follow that up, how does capacity building or how would capacity building benefit contractors, and which specific areas within procurement would benefit the most?
I think we have to professionalize also the procurement system. No? Almost always, especially on the SME side, there is no professionalism. Wala pa. It's still out there. But in the big players, there is already. So we have to promote and implement some rules and regulations about these procurement policies and procedures.
Okay, thank you. And does this resonate with our audience? I understand from ED Wang that aside from suppliers, we also have some civil society organizations here. Could you raise your hands? We'd like to see CSOs. Oh, diba? So it's nice to see that we are really living our commitment to open government and we have public participation. So we'd like to open the floor to questions from the audience. If you have any questions for our panel. Anybody? Siguro we'll start with our CSOs. Meron ba kayo? Now is the time to ask your questions. Or we will ask you the questions. May exam daw to after, ha? Don't be shy. Kailangan ba ng raffle? ED Wang, kailangan yata ng raffle para sa questions. Do we have any online questions? Yan. Yes, and ma'am, could you kindly state your name and the organization or company that you represent?
Yes. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sheila Villaluz. I'm with Partnerships for Infrastructure. It's Australian-funded project, Australian government. Sorry, my question is, I see a good gender balance, well, almost, in the panel, and it's really very good also among the speakers. So my question has to do with gender, of course, and how we mainstream inclusivity. Maybe how do we see more women-led enterprises, for example, especially in construction? We have a good panel here, and I think able to answer that question. Thank you.
Siguro kayo kasi construction.
Thank you for the question. Actually, as far as gender issue is concerned, I think the Philippine construction industry is open. Because as I've said, we have the next gen already, and a lot of them are women in construction na. So we do appreciate the entry of the women in the construction business, especially those young generation now. No? In fact, we have a Women in Infrastructure Foundation, Inc., headed by senior women in construction field. And then we're drawing and promoting this Women in Infrastructure Foundation, Inc., so that more and more women will join the ranks in the construction industry. So there is no prohibition or no restriction because we're open, even if it is a dirty, difficult, and dangerous job.
I thank you. Yeah, ED Wang.
I want to add also, Yusik Margot. Thank you so much for the question, Ms. Sheila. Part of sustainable public procurement is also gender responsive procurement. And in March of this year, the Government Procurement Policy Board released a resolution effectively supporting gender responsive procurement policies. What are these policies? We're not moving towards a traditional set aside of setting aside a portion of public procurement for women. What we did is, number one, first and foremost, we define who are these women entrepreneurs that we need to be able to support. And number two, what kind of support can we give them? And I think the more strategic support really is taking out barriers. What are the barriers? The barriers on women entrepreneurs from, for instance, joining public procurement because they don't or have never heard about it. When we did some consultation with young women, a number of the participants do not even know what to do in terms of where to register to. So that's one of the things we are moving towards. We also have some targets internally in the office in terms of training women entrepreneurs because we have now defined them. So these are the strategies that we are putting in place to actually take out barriers, to be able to somehow level the playing field, because right now it's really difficult for women entrepreneurs, for one. But we see a lot of opportunities. Like for instance, in a study conducted by BDO, there's increase, or women entrepreneurs are more likely to repay their loans than than otherwise. So that's really giving them the push in terms of the other industries like the banking sector, because financial inclusivity is very much tied up with gender responsive procurement. Because if they're not really able to contribute and be able to actually participate rather, it would be very difficult for us to take out the barriers. So I think those are the things that the board and the TSO is working on towards a more just gender responsive public procurement in the Philippines. Thank you.
Thank you. I hope that sufficiently answered your question. And
I will just add something.
Kasi dami na sumagot sa'yo.
Procurement kasi to eh. So pag-usapan natin yung women in procurement. Ang sabi nila, mas honest daw yung mga babae sa procurement. Tama ba yun?
At sa buhay, overall in general.
Saka they keep the house in order. You know, I'm not refuting that. You know, so I can see that also. You know, so it's really important to have balance. In fact, there's a lot of talk about women succeeding in procurement and supply management. In fact, they're really getting to the top, especially with a strong push on ESG. So my advice, keep the gender balance in place. Support them with a lot of training on three things. One, ethics. Second, excellence. You really know how to implement procurement systems, procedures, policy. Always get the best practice. And third, adopt technology, because we don't want to be lagging behind on this area. Our goal as a country, our goal as Philippines, is to make Philippines better than our country competitors. You know, dapat ganun ang sight natin. And there's a lot of things to be done because you are responsible for trillions of money that is going to make us feed the hungry, put the infrastructure, and make us as a first world country. Thank you.
He's not running for Congress. Anyway, if I may add also, women in construction, especially in equipment operation, I would love to see women operating heavy machineries. Mas mas articulate, trustworthy, hindi naglalasing pag weekend.
Akala nyo lang yun. Okay. But I think we can also take comfort in the fact that, and be inspired by the fact that the chairman of GPPB is a woman, no less than our budget secretary, Amena Pangandaman. Yes, and our executive director is also a woman. So there is a conscious effort for gender equality, and we have very supportive men. So we have a question from one of the online participants. And the question is, when can we have our procurement team undergo training? Excited sila. Tomorrow daw. So that they can be accredited as licensed procurement professionals. So maybe ED Wang will be the one to answer this.
Oh, thank you so much for the question. Well, right now, I mentioned earlier that we are really pushing for the professionalization in the bill. In the amendment to 9184 bill, and that would include licensing. So that is a long-term plan. We can't have the bill and that's it. What we're doing right now is really preparing for that. So this year, we started really the digitalization of training requests. So we're also encoding digitally all past trainings you've conducted, because everything is manual with GPPB TSO, so that we can really have a pool of procurement officers that we will be training all throughout your procurement journey. But for now, if you want to undertake the training, pumunta lang po kayo sa aming website at www.gppb.gov.ph. Meron po dong i-click nyo po yung link for the training request, so you can do that. The other thing is also you visit our learning management system, the PRO Hub, or the Procurement Professionals Online Hub, yung po nilaunch natin. That's at learning.gppb.gov.ph para po makapag-enroll kayo sa aming mga training. So dalawa po yung option na yon for GPPB TSO. The third option, if you're here, do go visit our PPSCC booth kung gusto niyo pong mag-enroll sa aming mga partner universities and colleges, because we are really pushing towards professionalizing the field. Thank you for that question.
All right. And just by the way, just quickly back to gender, I just like to also acknowledge we have here with us today the woman who is heading our digitalization initiatives. Yusek Sasa Del Rosario is also here. Yan. Okay. We just have a few minutes left. Oh, there's one more question. Okay. So online na naman po. So respected dignitaries. May His Excellency, Her Excellency ba dito? How important is it that digital technologies like blockchain, data analytics, and AI, how important is it that these be infused in public procurement operations to leverage their scope as powerful public policy tools? And what would be the barriers in implementing these?
I would quickly answer so I can give the rest of the panel an opportunity. Blockchain is all of these technologies are very, very important. We just need to, of course, make sure that we would be cautiously implementing them because there's always risk to anything, especially with technology. But blockchain is very important because we can easily validate the licenses if you're going to use blockchain. There's immutability. So we don't have to go to BIR, don't have to go to SEC. So if you're going to use blockchain technology in the registration, for instance, of the stakeholders, it would be easier. AI and data analytics, it's a must, especially when you talk about both the policy work and the work on the ground. For the policy work, Secretary earlier mentioned about being data-driven. So if we're going to use data analytics, we just don't set aside data or the reports. We're going to actually work on them and evaluate them using analytics. It's easier for us to be able to predict, not just what not really predicting what could happen, but really predict what would be the policy tools that would help our practitioners given the trends, that we see in the reports. In terms of AI, we can readily use that for people on the ground in terms of predicting. So you can predict the demand for your agency. You can also look at the trends, insofar as how your suppliers are participating or not participating in your agency, and perhaps use that as a way for you to engage with them further. Why do you only have one supplier participating in this procurement? Why you would always have the same two suppliers participating in this project? So those are the things that you can do and even compare with how the other agencies are doing. So that's how I think AI technology would certainly help improve how we make professional procurement decisions in government.
Yeah, let me add to that. These are all very important, but to give you a very specific, concrete example of how we use data analytics in doing strategic procurement. Some time ago, we had a exercise looking at the data of the procurement service, and with the data analytics, we were able to pinpoint some of those areas that we need to do, just need to tweak without changing the law, without changing the IRR, and it's just doing some strategic intervention, like, for example, the use of framework agreement. The use of framework agreement, for those who are not yet aware, is that you can eliminate or minimize doing a lot of procurement by just coming up with a framework agreement. So consolidate all the requirements, just put it in one active bidding, and then you'll have a better chance of having a more economical, more efficient procurement. In other words, we look at the procurement not as an end, but it's a mean to an end. So with the strategic procurement helped by data analytics, you'll be able to come up with a better result than doing it manually, which is quite, with the wealth of data that you have in all the system, it may be quite impossible, but with the data analytics, you'll be able to do it. Thank you.
So we're really moving into the elevated methods of procurement through innovation and AI. It's real. Okay, so that's all the time that we have today. If we could just get some final words from our panelists, perhaps, should we do it this way? Because ladies first.
No, I really want to first again thank everybody, especially our panelists, here. I think when you talk about public procurement, it's not really just the government's job. It's really all of our. I think we should have a common vision when it comes to public procurement. We should not look at procurement as really just the end as what Doji mentioned earlier. It should really be our shared strategy towards whatever mandate your government is doing, towards whatever vision your company is pushing forward. Because at the end of the day, we all are winners when we help each other in terms of public procurement. And we're doing it gradually, little by little, one step at a time. So we really do, I'm very, very hopeful that we will have all the support coming from all stakeholders, especially the procurement practitioners here in the room. So thank you so much.
And yes, sir.
Thank you. 1969, or more than 50 years ago, we were stuck in Industry 3.0. Now we're going forward to Industry 4.0 and 5.0. AI is in the air. But, you know, the majority of our major contractors are now in it. But the SMEs, we need to promote, encourage them for the sustainable solutions. Now, I guess we all have to support each other in terms of procurement. This is very vital to the success of the industry. In our case, in PCA, we have the Procurement Officers Program. So we want to navigate the process of the procurement system of using maps, so that in the end or in the beginning, next year, we will be proactively participating in the procurement process of government projects.
Thank you, sir.
Sa akin, quick lang. I think there's a lot of things you will see gravitating towards changes in procurement. You are really in a very important posture here and curve where you could really create a significant impact. I can feel the new breath of air about the leaders in DBM, GPPB, and the people that I'm actually meeting right now. I really feel glad. You know, I had this opportunity to work with you several years ago, in and out, but I can see the significant involvement, development, charisma of people, and the knowledge that's actually overflowing dito. So I'm really, I would say, I like to really congratulate everybody here who has actually, really contributed. There's a lot of things that we can do together. I think it's really important, as was said here a while ago, Director Ruen, and there's really a significant part that the private sector could really help the public sector. This is not only the role of the government. We in the private sector has a big role to implement, introduce, work with them with best practices. And there is so much things that we can actually comment. Yung AI na yan, we've been working on that for like 5 years ago. We have a lot of AI applications. People are scared, but I told them, do not be scared. They will never be able to replace human beings. In fact, our jobs will even be more strategic because the mundane role, yung mga tinatrabaho natin na nakakabwisit sa procurement, mahaalis yun. Because we are going to do more strategic, high-value, impact work that is going to take us to the next level where we actually deserve. Sabi ko sa inyo, ang procurement hindi na ito pang row 4. Pang row 1 na ito. Sa mga matatalino lang talaga ito. Thank you.
Well, it's a good thing that happened to be row 1 because alphabetical kami, aumentado. So, but what I can really hear listening to my colleagues here, it's really a shared vision, no? It takes a village to have a successful undertaking. In this particular theme, professionalization or overall the procurement modernization, enhancement, you're right, Charlie, it's not just the government, it's not just the public sector. We have the private sector, we have the CSO, and all other stakeholders coming in and contributing to the success of the undertaking. We have to do this, otherwise we will be left behind. And there's a lot of things that can be done in procurement. And in fact, we have done this before. And let me just share very quickly that in 2003, the reason why we have now the procurement law is because the secretary then, the ones manning the procurement, have seen in their own eyes that with the good procurement, you don't really need an increase in the budget. You just have to make sure that you are doing it right. And the benefit is more than 5-10% of the increase in budget. You can have 40% saving, 60% saving by just doing the procurement more strategically and with the contribution of the government, the private sector, and the civil society organization. So again, thank you very much for having us here.
Thank you so much. So ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up for Mr. Dominic Aumentado of the World Bank, Mr. Charlie Villaseñor of Procurement and Supply Institute of Asia, Mr. Barry Paulino of the Philippine Constructors Association, and of course, Executive Director Weng. So, palakpakan po natin silang lahat. And with all of you, we do hope to achieve our public-private collaboration and achieve procurement reforms and secure a future-proof and sustainable economy so that we can achieve our agenda for prosperity. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Yusek Salcedo, for moderating our discussion. And of course, our panelists. I guess they'll be asking for some photos of our panelists all together. And that concludes our panel discussion for the 2023 Procurement Summit. It has been a very productive and eventful morning session with our guests and presenters. We have learned about the targets of this Procurement Summit for fiscal year 2023. The theme has clearly been explained to us by the Honorable Pangandaman. Attorney Ruiz sets the tone for all of us, while ASCOM Zerna expressed the support of the Civil Service Commission. New and interesting topics were presented and discussed by incredible guest speakers, and we were welcomed to an exhibit of products and services. Tomorrow, day 2, we will have a breakout sessions to further go to the details of innovative and competitive public procurement. And I was told that we shall be delaying our third set of raffle winners. Our winners will be announced tomorrow during the breakout sessions. So, sex bomb dancers, ang third batch of winners natin, tomorrow, yeah. Okay. Voila. Okay. And we would like to encourage and request everyone to evaluate our today's program. Head on to our website to access our evaluation form to evaluate our speakers and our secretariat. Yes, please don't forget to do that because that's going to be very valuable for us. And before I let you go, guys, we have something to indulge. Everybody, feast your eyes on the screen. We are now presenting our same-day edit video. The Procurement Summit, launched in 2017 by the Government Procurement Policy Board through its Technical Support Office, serves as a platform that unites procuring entities, suppliers, contractors, and consultants. This forum fosters robust collaborations and networks, aligning government procurement needs with the dynamics of the local market.
I am very honored and delighted to welcome all of you to this year's Procurement Summit. This year, we take our Procurement Summit to the next level, guided by our theme, Building a Cadre of Procurement Professionals as Catalysts for Innovation and Competitiveness. And this is very timely as we continue to push for the enactment of a stronger Government Procurement Reform Act, one that is more attuned to the changing times and responsive to the evolving needs of our people.
that the Government Procurement Policy Board and Technical Support Office wishes to really take it to the next level. We have to make procurement more strategic and innovative. It has to be something that we consciously work on so that we can deliver public services. We will not only be embodying the principle of professionalization, but we will be including, as our secretary mentioned there, the institutionalization of procurement as a profession.
Your Civil Service Commission congratulates the Government Procurement Policy Board for the holding of the 5th Procurement Summit, which highlights the importance of professionalizing the procurement sector and the profound effects of this initiative on procurement competition and integrity.
You would notice that when we talk about professionalization, it's really transforming the public procurement from a clerical function to a key strategic government function with qualified personnel.
The construction industry is made up of determined people with mental toughness. PCA will remain steadfast in enhancing the construction industry.
Doing end-to-end procurement, not only training them, consultation, putting the services in place so that they can run faster and putting the technologies that are actually necessary. Technologies that really work.
I hope you will join us in reinforcing a procurement system that will bring us closer to our goal of a new Philippines, one where the government is trusted by the very people it has sworn to serve.
Thank you, everyone. This is the end of our program this morning. You may still enjoy our market opportunities exhibit outside for the whole day until tomorrow. And we will resume our sessions tomorrow at 8 a.m. in the morning. And please allow me to say thank you to GPPB TSO for having me to host again the summit this year. My name is J.U. And see you tomorrow again on day 2 of the 2023 Procurement Summit, being brought to us by the Government Procurement Policy Board, Technical Support Office. Enjoy the rest of the day and God bless you all. Thank you.
Let me tell you, you my little boo thing, so I'll give a hoot what you do say, girl. I know you a little too tame. I'll be shooting that shot like 2K, girl.